Hello, it's me, ChronoABI, and today I'm going to show you how to make an enemy character that will follow our player, stop at a certain distance, and then shoot the player, like this enemy in Super Fowlist. And without any further ado, let's make our enemy. So, first of all, in our Unity, I will drag this enemy sprite that I have made to the scene, and then give it a circle collider so that it will not fall out of boundary. Now, let's code this bad boy by writing script named enemy. So, open up Visual Studio, and first we will write public float speed for the movement speed of our enemy. And then write public transform target to let our enemy know what it should follow. Now, in an update function, we will write vector2.moveTowards function to make our enemy move towards our player by writing transform.position is equal to vector2.moveTowards transform.position, target.position, speed, and time.deltaTime. So basically, this line of code makes our enemy follow our player. It will make our enemy move towards our player. And this time.deltaTime makes our enemy move at a constant speed in any computer that you run this code in. Basically, what we have done here is made our enemy character go towards our target, in this case our player. If you want to know more about vector2.moveTowards or time.deltaTime, please click in the description below. Now back in Unity, let's drag and drop our player to target, and let's give our enemy some amount of speed, and when we play the game, it starts moving towards our player. Now we should make the enemy stop at a certain distance, because if you don't do that, this happens. So to avoid this, go to Unity and let's create a float stop distance. And in an update function, write float distance is equal to vector2.distance target.position, transform.position. This code calculates the distance between our enemy and player. Now in an if condition, we will write if distance is greater than stop distance, then we will put our vector2.moveTowards function in this if statement. So what we have done here is first calculated the distance between our enemy and player, and then told the enemy that if it is far away from the player, only then go towards the player. And if you want to know more about vector2.distance, then link is in the description. So right now in Unity, let's set our stop distance at 3 and let's hit play. As you can see, after a certain distance it stops. To show you again, let's set our stop distance to 5 and play the game again. As you can see, it stops at a further distance now. So I will drag this sprite to our scene, change its size and color, and then give it a rigid body, set its gravity to 0, make it a prefab out of it by dragging it out from hierarchy to our project. So you might be thinking, what is a prefab? So it is basically a game object saved for future use. Now to make our enemy shoot bullet, we have to have an object from where our enemy will shoot bullets. So make an empty object by right clicking to our enemy and clicking on create empty. Let's give the empty a gizmo now so that you can see from where our enemy will shoot. Now in our enemy code, we will add an else if statement by writing else if distance is less or is equal to stop distance, then comment shoot. This is called a comment, and it does not affect the code in any way, but makes our code easy to read. Before writing code that makes enemy shoot bullet, we should tell our code what are bullets and from where we should shoot it. So we write public game object bullet and public transform shoot from. Now in the else if statement, we will write instantiate bullet, shoot from, quaternion identity. So basically what we are doing here is, if our enemy is far away from the player, then it will move towards the player, and if it is near player, then it will shoot bullets from our shoot area with no rotation which is quaternion identity. If you want to know more about instantiate or quaternion identity, then link is in the description. Now in Unity we will drag our bullet to the bullet area and drag our empty object to the hit point and hit play. As you can see, the enemy is shooting at our player and we will make these bullets move. But right now, as you can see, it is shooting like crazy. So now in Visual Studio, let's give it some time to shoot by writing public float shoot time and float next shoot time. So this will make it shoot not every second but every 2 seconds or 4 seconds. Now in our start function, let's give next shoot time a value. So next shoot time is equal to 2f. When the game starts, our next shoot time will be 2f. And we will edit this else if statement and add an AND operator. Next shoot time is less than time.time. Here time.time counts the time that has gone since the game has started. And inside the else if condition, write next shoot time is equal to shoot time plus time.time. So what's going on here is that first our next shoot time is set to 2. So until the game time is more than 2 seconds, enemy will not shoot. So once more than 2 seconds of time is gone, then it will shoot and make next shoot equal to time.time, which let's say is 5 seconds right now, and plus shoot time, which we will declare as 3. So it will be equal to 8 seconds. Since time at that time is 5 seconds, until it reaches 8 seconds it will not shoot. And when it reaches 8 seconds it will shoot again and set our next shoot time to 11 seconds. So there will always be a 3-second gap. So let's save this and go back to Unity and set our shoot time to 3 seconds. And when we play the game, it shoots after every 3 seconds, which is awesome. Now we don't want our enemy to start attacking our player right after the player has just started playing the game. To do so, we have to make a line of sight. So let's add another circle collider to our enemy and increase its size and set it as a trigger. In Visual Studio we will use an onTrigger state2D function instead of our update function. So let's change this collision to other and write an if statement, which is if other.gameObject.tag is equal to player, and let's cut and paste everything inside this function and remove the update function. And now save it. Now it knows only to move and shoot the object, which is player. Now when you play the game, you can see it does not move until player is in the line of sight. And when it is in the line of sight, it starts to move towards the player and starts shooting. Now to make our bullet move towards player, let's make a script named bullet in Visual Studio. Now let's make a script named bullet, and in Visual Studio first let's write GameObject target. This is the target that bullet will go toward, which is our player. Then write public float speed to make it go in a certain speed, and then we'll write rigid body 2D bullet RB. This is a reference to our rigid body in the inspector of our bullet. Now in a start function we write bullet RB is equal to get component rigid body 2D. This brings the rigid body value in this code. Then write target is equal to GameObject.find with tag player to tell this code what it should follow. In this case, the object it should follow is tagged as player. Now to calculate the direction of our player and the bullet, we will write vector2 move direction target.transform.position minus transform.position.normalize into speed. So this normalize, what it does is makes our bullet's magnitude value into 1. Don't ask me what that is, link is in the description. So now we will write bullet rb.velocity is equal to new vector 2 move direction.x move direction.y. This makes it move towards the direction of our move direction value. Basically, this code calculates the direction between our player and bullet and makes our bullet move towards our player. So now back in Unity, let's keep our speed to 10, and when we start the game, now it starts shooting. So this is all that I have to do. It has been a lengthy video. I'm really sorry for that, and please like, share and subscribe and hit the notification if you like. If you didn't like the video, dislike it and let me know what you didn't like, and I will see you next time. Thank you for watching.